Hello and welcome to Phoenix Point for XCOM fans. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the strategic element of Phoenix Point, the geoscape, specifically exploration. The geoscape has been part of XCOM since the very first game. However, the player's actions on the geoscape in the original were more reactive, sending your interceptors to go and shoot down enemy UFOs, and also sending your troop transports to various random mission sites around the map. However, Phoenix Point takes this a little bit further, with exploration being more proactive. When first starting a campaign of Phoenix Point, you'll be presented with a situation similar to this. You will start with one base, this is the Phoenix Point base, and your starting base will come with some basic facilities, a handful of troops to get you started, along with one Manticore transport needed to move your troops around. You will also notice around the map close to your base several points of interest. These points of interest are represented with a question mark, and these represent unexplored sites around the world. You know that something is there, but you don't know what is there until you've done some exploration. In order to discover what each of these individual sites are, we have to travel to them and explore them. The outer orange circle shows the maximum travel distance of our transport, so in a single jump we can reach any of the points of interest within the orange circle. Let's start off by travelling to the one closest to our base. Once we arrive there, we have two options, the option to explore and the option to area scan. In order to area scan, you will need to have a satellite uplink at your base, but that is something that we'll cover a little bit later. For now, let's just go ahead and click on explore. The exploration will take some time, and the game unpauses while this happens. And here we have one of the events. Upon exploring a point of interest, it will reveal what type of site it is. It may be a haven belonging to one of the other factions, or it may be a random mission site that you can deploy to. Here we have an event from the New Jericho faction. This event actually leads on to a mission, and if we want to, we can go ahead and deploy. We'll leave New Jericho alone for now, but as we can see, the point of interest on the geoscape has now turned to the New Jericho Haven icon. If we mouse over this icon, we can see the leader of the haven, we can see what our reputation is with them, along with their population. Let's go ahead and check out some of these other points of interest. Let's go and explore this one to the east. Once again, we have the option to explore or do an area scan, and we are going to explore. The game will unpause while we're exploring here, and we can do this with every single transport we have. This one has revealed a scavenging site. There's no event to do here, this is simply a mission that we can proceed to, if we wish, in order to get some more resources. Scavenging sites appear on the geoscape as a small crate icon. Let's briefly return to our base and initiate an area scan. As mentioned previously, in order to be able to initiate an area scan, you will require a satellite uplink in your base. Once you have a satellite uplink, you can initiate an area scan by moving your transport to a point of interest on the map. The scan can be started by either left-clicking on the point of interest and hitting the area scan button, or hitting this area scan button down in the bottom left of the interface. An area scan starts off centered on the point of interest, and it will reveal any additional points of interest within its radius. As time goes on, the radius will expand. If we go ahead and unpause the simulation, you will see the area scan starting to sweep across the globe. We can have multiple scans going at once, but we will need a satellite uplink for each one we wish to initiate. While that is scanning, let's go ahead and move our transport to one of the other points of interest, and let's head to this one in the south. Once again, we need to explore first to discover what the site is. All at the same time, our area scan is still uncovering more points of interest. Here we have an event from the Synedrian faction. Again, this one gives us the opportunity to start a mission, which we're going to pass on for now. And as you can see, we now have the Synedrian Haven symbol here. Let's just go ahead and quickly check out some of these other sites. There are events which you may encounter which will automatically reveal points of interest on the map that you haven't explored yet. We'll explore this one over here to the west. This is right on the edge of the mist zone. And we've actually discovered a Phoenix base. The Phoenix project has a number of bases scattered around the globe. Most of them have been abandoned and are in a state of disrepair. Part of your mission as the Phoenix project leader is to discover these remaining bases, get them back online, and find out what happened to the Phoenix project, to their personnel, and to these bases. We do have a second satellite uplink in our new base, so if we wanted to, we could start performing another area scan and have 2 scans going at the same time. You will find a number of different point of interest types on the map, from Phoenix project bases, havens belonging to the 3 factions New Jericho, Synedrian, and the Disciples of Anu, along with independent havens, scavenging sites, enemy bases, and story missions. Haven icons also display additional information on the geoscape, including any resources they may have to trade, the position of their transports, and if they have any personnel available to hire. As you discover more bases and build more satellite uplinks, you will be able to expand your scan areas and eventually cover the entire globe. There will also be multiple points of interest that won't appear in an area scan, and will actually be related directly to events and storyline missions that you will have to work a little bit harder to discover. At the start of each new campaign of Phoenix Point, all of the points of interest are procedurally generated, meaning that every new campaign is going to be different, and you never know what you're going to find at a point of interest until you've explored there. This has just been a very brief overview of the exploration of Phoenix Point, and it will take a considerable amount of time to find and visit all of the points of interest on the geoscape. We hope you found this video useful and informative, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the next video.